Hello all heroes, and welcome back to Invincible guarding the globe, and today we are going to be going over Agent Spider. Now, I'm a little tardy to the party on this one, but coincidentally, we do actually have the mystery shop event going on right now, which does have the slight chance of giving you an Agent Spider, so it actually works out. Kinda. I say as I'm justifying my actions here. But that is okay. So, Agent Spider, of course, had a cameo question mark appearance. Is it really a cameo if it's an original character? I don't know. This is our not Spider-Man. But Agent Spider is coming to us from another dimension shown in Season 2's finale. He is an attacker character and an Earth's defender. Melee character specifically, and his tags are pretty simple: humans, melee, grounded, and last line of defense. So he does play well with characters like Invincible, who need last line of defense characters. So let's take a look at what he has here. First of all, we have his main ability, Caught in the Web. Agent Spider shoots a web, pulling the farthest enemy towards him, applying a 2-second stun. He then throws a powerful punch, dealing 130% of his base attack as damage, and slightly pushing the enemy. The ability is ready to use at the start of battle. Now there's a lot going on here, and a lot of it is really freaking good, actually. First of all, right off the bat, shoots a web pulling the farthest enemy towards him, applying a 2-second stun. That means if you stick him in the back, you could drag, if they have like their support, like a robot or an Adam Eve in the back line, he could nail them, bring them back, and then hit them with a 2-second stun, which is pretty great out the gate. Of course, doing damage, obviously. But the real kicker of this event is the fact that the ability is ready to use at the start of the battle, which means he can hit it immediately. He can immediately just grab their support, pull them back, and try to wipe them out. As you do get the ability powered up here, does more damage and gets some longer stuns. Take it all the way to level 10. It's a slightly over 3-second stun, and it has a 21-second cooldown. So we're already off to a pretty dang good start, not gonna lie. His second ability here, Sticking Together. If there's any last line defense heroes in the team's critical chance is increased by 5%. And that goes up to, let's see here, at a level 4, you get some critical damage, and then all the way at level 10, it's a 20% critical chance and a 20% critical damage. What would be kind of cool here if you get this skill maxed out, pair him with, of course, a last line defense character like Omni-Man or Invincible, and then throw in Universa too, because she cares very much about crits. Or even Bulletproof, actually. I mean, Bulletproof, his invincibility is entirely focused on crits. So this would actually help him out. Omni-Man likes crits for his either second or third ability, or first or second passive, I mean. So this actually, and that's like a healthy amount of crit chance. It's not just a teensy-weensy bit. 20% is pretty good, and of course damage is never a bad thing. This first passive here, Iraq No More. Whenever an enemy gets stunned, he fires 2 webs at them, dealing 50% of his base attack damage. His critical damage receives a 12% boost for 2 seconds, cooldown of 2 seconds. Now keep in mind, this is not whenever an enemy gets stunned by him. This works for anybody. As long as anybody's getting stunned, he can basically do bonus damage. And if we take a look at how it skills up, basically just more damage, and it's going to happen very consistently because it has only a cooldown of like 2 seconds, which means that most of the time, yeah, he'll be firing these off very easily. Another character that would work really well is Doc Seismic. He is a very stunny boy, so Agent Spider could play very well with Seismic. And then his last passive, Attack of the Spider. Every 9 basic attacks, Agent Spider throws a web punch, dealing 110% of his critical damage. Additionally, he pushes and stuns the target for 0.5 seconds. So basically, every 9 attacks, he gets a little bit of bonus damage and a mini stun. If we take a peek at how far this can go, at, let's see, level 5 here, he can also apply some damage over time. Basically just some extra damage there, never a bad thing. Take it all the way to level 10, it goes down to 7 basic attacks with a stronger web punch and stronger damage over time, with the stun still being 0.5 seconds. So it's a mini stun, but keep in mind it will also play well with this ability where he gets to fire webs, dealing even more damage. And even a small stun can sometimes throw off the enemy, which is never a bad thing. I like this guy. He really came out of nowhere because I don't think any of us were expecting Agent Spider aside from maybe a couple fans. But he does not disappoint. There's a lot of stuff he can play with. He throws a ton of stuns around, plays very well with stuns, and plays very well with last line defense heroes, as well as heroes requiring crit. I've already brought up a couple, but Universa, of course, I'm always gonna stand Universa here, but her strongest ability is like egregiously dependent on critical hits. Anything to crank that up is, you know, highly appreciated. And I am not Bulletproof's biggest fan, but the fact that she can boost his critical strikes means that he's far more likely to become immune more often, because critical strikes are his bread and butter. If he's not getting critical strikes, he's not getting invincibility. I mean, that's just the long and the short of it. As long as Agent Spider has a last line defense hero helping him out, he could do a lot for Bulletproof, not gonna lie. And of course, like I said, Omni-Man over here, first of all, he is actually a last line of defense hero, which certainly helps. But his gut punch ability here, Unstoppable, when he performs critical hits, he gets even more critical damage and some guaranteed crits. And keep in mind, if you get Agent Spider's ability powered up, that's a lot more crit chance, and that's a lot of crit damage as well, meaning that Omni-Man is going to go crazy. And of course, plays well with Invincible, because he would increase or decrease the team's ability cooldown as long as he is with Agent Spider. I believe Adam Eve, is Adam Eve actually? Okay, Adam Eve's last line of defense as well, so Agent Spider can play with Adam Eve as well. If you feel like you want to go more on the support side, that could work too. So lots of very good options for a character that is surprisingly good, at least in terms of his abilities. Once I get him powered up, I'd love to actually see him used in practice, but at least looking at him, even at base, he's really good. I mean, 2-second stun right out the gate, never a bad thing. 5% crit rate, again, at level 1 it's not a ton, but it's very easy to do because a lot of the best heroes in the game are last line defense. Extra damage here for stuns is never a bad thing. And then even this one at level 1, 9 basic attacks is not too much to be able to get a stun, even if it is a small stun. So out the box, this guy's pretty good. You get him powered up, and I have a feeling he would go pretty crazy. But let me know down in the comments below what you think of Agent Spider. I don't know if this event will have ended by the time I get this video up, but if it hasn't, see if you can get a couple extra Agent Spiders from here. And if it has already ended, then I hope you were successful in getting Agent Spiders, but we will leave it at that. Let me know what you think down in the comments below with this character. Who do you think the next character is going to be? We shall see, hopefully soon, and we shall see you next time. Have a good one.